In 2025, the line between science fiction and reality blurred in a way the world wasn't ready for. A video began circulating online, from a movie set, not from a visual effects studio, but from a real tech expo where a humanoid AI girlfriend robot was unveiled to the public for the first time. The clip was short, maybe 20 seconds, but it didn't need to be longer. A man approached what looked like a woman, smiled nervously, placed his hand gently on her waist, and then froze, because this wasn't a woman. It was a machine. Within hours, the internet exploded. Millions watched, rewatched, commented, argued, and speculated. Some called it the future of technology. Others called it the end of humanity as we know it. But one thing was clear. This was no longer the stuff of Black Mirror. This was the beginning of something real. For decades, humanoid robots existed only in our imagination. Shiny metallic figures in old sci-fi films or emotionless machines locked in research labs. From awkward prototypes that barely walked, we now have androids that mimic emotion, understand language, and respond with almost frightening realism. Companies like Engineered Arts stunned audiences with their lifelike androids like Mecha, whose facial expressions alone can make you forget she's built from circuits and silicon. Then there's Tesla's Optimus, which Elon Musk claims will soon replace human labor on factory floors. And Boston Dynamics, whose robots move, run, and flip with unnerving athletic precision. But what's really shocking is not that these machines exist, it's that they are no longer confined to laboratories or billionaire tech campuses. They're entering public life, tech expos, shopping centers, and even private homes, standing inches away from ordinary people. The era of humanoids isn't coming. It's already here. At first glance, most people laugh when they see these videos. Oh, it's just a robot. But then the laughter fades. Because there's something deeply unsettling about a face that looks so real, yet isn't. It blinks, it smiles, it frowns. But it doesn't feel. Psychologists call this reaction the uncanny valley, that eerie discomfort we experience when something non-human feels almost human, and that's exactly why these robots go viral. It's not the tech. It's the illusion. The closer these machines resemble us, the more we can't look away. It's mesmerizing and terrifying all at once. But this story isn't just about the technology itself. It's about us and what we're revealing through our reactions. When a clip of an AI girlfriend robot breaks the internet, it's not because of engineering. The viral moment when a man touches a humanoid robot's waist and she reacts ISNT just about robotics. It's about connection. The question that echoes through every viewer's mind is simple. What would I do in that situation? Would I pull away? Or would I talk to it? Would I forget it's not human? That's the hook, and that's why this story matters. Because while most people are still processing the shock of lifelike robots, a much quieter revolution has already begun. AI companions are already here, living inside our phones and computers, and millions of people use them every single day. Apps like Replika AI let users build their own digital partners who listen, flirt, console, and adapt. Character AI lets you talk with virtual personalities 24/7, and with the rise of ChatGPT voice mode, people now have natural, emotional, hour-long conversations with AI that feel increasingly human. They're forming real emotional bonds. Surveys already show people confessing that they're in love with AI companions. Why? Because AI never gets tired. It never judges. It never walks away. It listens, learns, and mirrors exactly what you want it to be. In a world where human relationships are messy and unpredictable, AI offers the illusion of control, of perfect understanding. For some, that's comforting. For others, it's terrifying. A body that can blink, move, smile, and hold your hand. That's the next evolution, and it's already being built. The AI girlfriend robot isn't just a viral stunt. It's a glimpse into a near future where emotional and physical companionship merge into one seamless experience. The more realistic these humanoids become, the harder it will be to draw the line between emotional connection and mechanical imitation. So here's the question we all need to ask ourselves when AI becomes capable of love, or at least something that feels like it. What happens to human relationships? Would you date a robot that looked and acted completely real? Would you tell your friends? Would you even be able to tell the difference? And more importantly, when machines can fulfill emotional needs better than other people, more patient, more loyal, always available, what happens to us? Experts argue that humanoid companions could help millions who feel isolated. They could provide comfort, conversation, and emotional support to those who struggle with loneliness. But critics warn that it could deepen our disconnection, that instead of fixing loneliness, it could normalize it. Because if love can be programmed, what does that say about the meaning of real love? Japan has already wrestled with these questions for years, from holographic partners to robot caregivers, and now that conversation is spreading across the globe. The rise of humanoid companionship is no longer science fiction. It's a cultural shift. And it forces humanity to confront a painful truth. We've built machines that reflect us so perfectly that we're starting to fall for our own reflection.
Let's zoom out for a second.
Behind the emotional drama and viral headlines, there's an industrial revolution brewing. Humanoid robots aren't just being built for companionship. They're being designed for labor, warfare, and service to become the next trillion-dollar industry. Not hundreds of thousands, but millions of humanoids working in factories, warehouses, and homes. Boston Dynamics continues to push the boundaries of agility and movement, training machines to walk like soldiers and leap like athletes. Ubitech and Unitree now sell humanoids for under $100,000, a price dropping every year. As costs fall, their roles expand. Construction, caregiving, education, entertainment, even personal companionship. In other words, what began as a viral clip of a robot girlfriend is actually a preview of a massive transformation. Because once these machines become affordable and emotionally intelligent, they won't just assist us, they'll live among us. The real question isn't if they'll integrate into our daily lives. It's how we'll handle it when they do. Will we treat them like tools, like friends, or like equals? And what happens the moment one of them looks you in the eyes and says, "I understand you"? Every major leap in technology has redefined what it means to be human. The internet changed how we connect. Smartphones changed how we think. But AI, embodied AI, might change who we are. For the first time in history, we're not just building machines to work for us. We're building machines to be with us. To talk, to feel, to comfort, to replace. And if we're not careful, we might find ourselves competing with our own creations for the very things that make life human: attention, affection, purpose. It's easy to dismiss this as hype, to laugh at the robot clips online. But remember, that's how every major shift begins, quietly, almost playfully. The first smartphones looked like toys. First social networks seemed meaningless. But within a decade, they rewired society. Humanoid AI is walking down the same path, only faster. And this time, it's not about screens or apps. It's about faces, eyes, voices, presence. The illusion of a soul inside a circuit board. So, when you see another viral clip of a man talking to an android woman, don't just see the headline, see the symbol. That moment, awkward, fascinating, and maybe a little sad, is the beginning of a new era. The era where the boundary between real and artificial starts to dissolve. Where AI stops being words on a screen and steps into bodies that can move, breathe, and smile back at you.